Have 8 orders going out today. I can see that the quiet months are starting to come in terms of the second quarter of the tax year, because summer selling collectibles, it tends to be, I see a lot of customers that probably have the mindset like elsewhere, and they're starting to think of like paying for holidays, paying for days out, like kids are on holiday. Sales will still come in, but you definitely see it slow down, which for me, it's an opportunity to focus on the vintage side of things and potentially whatnot. And yeah, get ready for Christmas. But we have 8 orders going out today, so let me show you 3 of my favourite going out. So before I start, I've forgotten my camera today, my other camera, so I can't record me packing, but I can still show you what sold. Numero uno, if it's in the top three, if it's sold, it goes in the top three. So in at number one, we have this 2005 vintage wrestling t-shirt. It's 2005, I think. Yeah, so it's a 2005 label. It's still crazy that like anything now made 2005 classed as vintage officially. But the shirt's really nice shirt actually. So it's from the European Survivor Series tour. It took place in England, Italy, and Finland. And then on the front, you've got some classics on there. I'll just try and show you that. But you've got your likes of like Batista, Benoit, Booker T. Who else is there without looking? Undertaker. I think JBL's on there maybe. Yeah, JBL, Orton, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Yeah, some classics. But the shirt itself, it's actually in really nice condition. The colours look great. Again, if you've seen previous videos, I mainly look for three things. So I look for the colour. Even though it's black, you still want it to look fresh. Next is the print. Is the print in good order? Does it show signs of cracking? On this one, no. And then what's the third one? The inside labels. So are the inside labels clear and easy to read? These for me are like all really good signs. And then I also put the pit to pit and length measurements on just for collectors to basically make up their own mind, because even though it's an extra large from 2005 might be a completely different fit to an extra large made today. So yeah, we'll get this one packed up and onto that collector now. And at number two, we've got these. So I don't often get Star Wars in, but these are some Micro Machines Star Wars Episode 1 miniature toy figures. These were made by, I think it were, so it says Hasbro, but I also think, yeah, so they're also made by Galoob, which is also like a popular toy manufacturer from the 90s. So yeah, something a little bit different. They're all in really good condition. The cord, like, for me, when I'm buying like corded figures, you always want that cord to be straight, and you can see there like they're all in like very good condition. And again, say like with the colouring, the colours on the packaging is all in good condition, because quite often things from the 90s you might see it like start to fade and that blue might like look different. So yeah, they're all in really good condition, and we'll get these packed up now. Okay, so third and finally, we've got something a little bit different. So it's a autographed editions first day cover of Barry Davis, sports commentator. It's a signed piece, and the reason I've got this on, it's not necessarily one of my favourites, but the reason it is in there is it's a reminder that everything sells eventually. This was like one of the first things I bought when I started reselling, but it actually came in a bundle with like George Best signed, Ronnie O'Sullivan, trying to think what other sports people there were. There were some like big sports names in there basically, and say if there was a collector of George Best, they're not necessarily going to be wanting Barry Davis as well. So for me, that did make sense to break this bundle down and sell them individually. But yeah, this one's eventually sold, and we'll get that packed up now and onto the new collector. So that's all of yesterday's orders going out. I've still got some Vinted I need to pack, and then for the rest of the day I need to get some magazines ready for tomorrow's What Not Sure. But let me show you what else is sold. So we had some wrestling accessories sell, wrestling figure, another wrestling figure, a boxed wrestling figure, and 2 KFC Ice Age toys. So yeah, enjoy your day. There'll be a video at 8 PM for an update on the Vinted selling old eBay stock on Vinted, so tune in for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button. See you later.